So here I am in Tell City, Indiana at this wonderful auto parts store here. This whole town is just dripping with Americana in southern Indiana. Got my 57 Chevy Wagon. I worked on hard. Happy about it. Looks good. I'm in the middle of the street. There's almost no one around here. Americana. Just don't find towns like this anymore very often. But they're out there. So I guess this auto parts store is Schaefer and Paulin, right here in Tell City, right here at the corner of Washington and Main. Washington and Main. Hey there, and there's the guy that works here. He owns half of it. Do you see my 57 out there? Yeah, step out and take a look at it. Love this place. It's just photogenic. It's just photogenic.
A lot of people stop here.
Yeah.
Nice yard.
Yeah.
You got pictures of the car already?
Yeah, I got some. Yeah. Just interesting. This is. Yeah. You know, guys in their cars, they love to tell you everything about it. So basically, there was a fiberglass hood scoop here, and I took it off, and I didn't want to disturb the silver paint. So that's why it's the way it is, and I just tried to make the best of a bad situation.
There you go. You've done all right.
So I've been all last year putting it together, put an entire driveline in the whole car, right? So and it is, and so everybody asks me the most common question is, what do you got in it? 283 or 350 or whatever. So what do you think it is?
Big block.
Yeah, 454.
Yeah.
Big ponies, got the Clydesdale hooves. Yeah, tried to build it for all the power I could get and good economy as well.
Yeah. You doing all right?
Yeah. Got an overdrive automatic in it and Ford 9-inch axle out back. Got about 8,000 miles on it since I put it together.
No,
Yeah.
what you got going on here?
Well, actually, right here was
You got your part numbers.
Yeah, because like, you know, you put belts on it and then you forget, if one flies off, you go, what belt do I have on it? So if I stamp it on there, I always know what's got on
You
it.
done good.
Yeah, so you stamp it on there, and the same with the power steering and same with the alternator. You know what?
2020, COVID.
Yeah, that's when I got it on the road. Spent all last year getting it running, wiring harness, old school Coke bottle. Yeah, it's old
No,
school.
I ain't seen no name. I can get a lot of bottles.
Yeah, I've got a few cases of those still left over.
It's cool.
Yeah, this is cool. I never get to do this. Like, take a video of somebody, you know, in their store, their awesome store. You just love this place.
I started this in 1936.
Wow, that's what I love. I was just like thinking, like, this town is dripping with Americana. It's just dripping with it. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's still, it's not grow. You know, it's not really grow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's genuine.
Yeah.
You can like say hi to everybody, and you don't feel like, you know, get off my yard, you stupid kids.
Intruder,
Yeah, it's so cool.
There was a couple came by here about a month ago. They were driving a Ferrari and pulled in. And I was coming in from my lunch break, and they pulled in a red Ferrari. Had the Italian tags on it.
Wow.
Walked up to him. He was doing the same thing. He was standing out here.
Yeah.
Taking pictures of his car.
Yeah.
His woman friend or wife was sitting in the car. I didn't know he couldn't speak English.
Ah.
A little bit.
Uh-huh.
I said, nice car you got there. He looked at me, kind of funny, and he said something back to me. I don't know what it was. I said, oh, you're Italian. I said, you're Italian. He's like, yes, yeah, Italian.
Wow.
And he loved this building.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say, like, everybody loves this, okay? But here's what they don't tell you that I'm trying to think to articulate how to tell you. Thank you for caring enough to spend some money on having this on here. Thank you, because people would see that and go, oh, I'm not, you know, I love that. Remember when or whatever, but you care enough to put it on there and make it. I mean, like, renew it.
I'll tell you something. This whole wall bowed out 4 years ago.
Right.
They were jackhammering through here, and it bowed out, came out about 2 foot. Well, it was gonna fall. So we had a company come in, push it all back up. Little by little, they rebuilt this wall from them stars down.
Wow.
It cost us $78,000.
Ouch!
The city was having this all jackhammered. That building over there done the same thing. That's Lincoln Hills Development. They're state-owned. City paid for their work.
Ouch.
Insurance wouldn't take care of this, and the city wouldn't. We didn't even ask the city. We thought maybe they might say something about it.
Wow.
Said a word.
I can see where.
It took a masonry company that's really good about 2 months to rebuild that wall.
Wow.
Because it's like yay thick. Yeah.
So cool.
This was built in 1877. This was This was a tavern.
Wow.
And my grandpa Schaefer took over in 1936, and they done machine work. They worked on Model A, Model T's. Telsey Chair was right down around the corner here. They were in business like in 1870, building Telsey furniture.
Well, yeah.
Had hundreds of people employed. And then
Yeah.
there was 3 or 4 chair companies down this way, Fisher's Furniture,
Yeah.
Fisher's Chair, and now everybody that drove a car came through here.
Yeah.
And they didn't last. The motors didn't last.
Yeah.
So they had the boring machines for the Model A, the blocks.
Wow.
Rebuild them out every 10,000 miles.
I just love this town. Like I live about an hour south of here in like Calhoun, Kentucky is where I live at. I just love this town. I love coming here. It's a nice drive all the way here. It's just a nice drive. It's a scenic drive. It's slower pace of life.
There's a picture in here I'd like to show you.
Yeah, let's go and take a look at it. You know, this place reminds me, I was in Stanford, Kentucky about a year ago, and there was an old service station, gas station, that was a repair shop, and it looked like they still had all the stuff hanging on the walls that had been there for like 50 years. Right. It was like stepping back in time. It was so incredible. It kind of reminded me of this, you know?
Yeah. How many squares? This has been added on to twice.
Sure.
This is added on in 78. This is the original part of it from here on over. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I love
pictures of old cars sitting back there.
Yeah, and right here's a dying thing. You don't see these anymore. Yeah, the catalog rack.
Use them every day.
Yeah. There's nothing like having something tangible where you can put your hands on it.
Yeah.
And then the metal tin ceiling in it still.
Oh yeah.
Love it. Thank you so much for this video. Great.
Ben, get this picture down.
So he came out, fixed it. The next about 4 days later.
This picture was taken in 1948.
Oh, sweet. So the thing is, see, that's what's cool. Like, I can park my car out in front of a place like this, and it kind of looks timeless like this.
Yeah, that's the same. It's up on the curb, but sidewalk.
So cool.
That old truck sitting there.
I love stories like this. This is the stuff I wish I could document like all the time.
Looked like
Well, I'm
in the
going to
beginning.
Mark's probably wanting this stuff.
Well, it'd be nice talking to you.
Yeah, see you later.
Our phone number is 7006.
Hey, I came down
sweet.
to visit you.
Okay, that's
Sweet. This town is just dripping with history. There it was, right there. Oh my gosh, there it is in the horse-drawn carriage days, right there.
Yeah.
Wow. See, we get so used to the things in our world, and we always just think it was kind of like this. And when you see pictures like that, and you think, that was before
Electricity.
Electricity, and anybody knew what an automobile was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 1913.
The flood.
You can see power poles. All right. Let me see. One of these pictures is 1913. You can see they finally ran electricity. Here you go. 1913. There's power poles. Had electricity then. That's across the street. Those 2 buildings used to sit right there. They were motels. My mom worked at one of them.
So those 2 buildings.
These 2 right here, we called the commercial motel.
Yeah.
They were connected together.
Yeah.
That's the building right over here. I think they took a story off of it, maybe.
So
There's our awning right there. That's our awning.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And there's gas pumps that used to sit out front.
Yeah. So for video reference, those buildings there were over there.
Yeah.
Wow. It's just
They were taken down probably 10 years ago, I'd say.
wow. Such a cool place for a gearhead. I mean, the only way it could get much better is if you literally had race cars back there being worked on.
Right.
I mean,
Here's our Grandpa Schaefer. He's a little B guy. This is in 1923. This is not here, though. He worked for the first Ford dealership in the state of Indiana.
Wow.
And then that's Aunt Paulin. That's
So
his
cool.
partner. He died in 66, and then Grandpa Schaefer bought his half out.
So cool. This may be of interest to you a little bit. Like I posted earlier this past summer. I posted a picture of my '57 out in front of the frost top. Down there, It's just such a picturesque, notable place, just like this right here is. So there's a lady in town here who is kind of a photographer. Her name is Kelly something or other.
Kelly Hess.
Yeah, Kelly Hess. Yeah, and she saw my picture and said, "Hey, I'm doing a calendar of of like Perry County, of like vintage cars." And she said, "I'd like to have your car on the calendar." So then she found out I had a vintage camper, and then she invited me to a photo shoot around here, and we went to a photo shoot, and so my car and camper is going to be on the calendar. So if you see it, you'll know it.
Yeah.
you'll know it.
That's cool. Yeah, we'll see the calendar.
Sweet.
She's doing it this year for next year?
Yeah, that's my understanding.
She
Correct.
had one the year before and she didn't do one last year, and then I don't
Correct.
know if she's doing it again or not.
Yeah, so I understand it's going to be for this upcoming year.
They got an old calendar out this year.
Sweet. So I can put this on there. So what was your name again?
Rodney Schaefer.
Rodney Schaefer. It was nice to meet you. My name's Rod Austin.
Rod Austin.
Rod Austin. People call me Hot Rod. Anyway.
Big Rod.
Nice place. Nice place. Thank you for the video
Yeah,
too.
you're very welcome.